What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Iccy Show interview 506, 517 interviews I've done in 4 years. Give this lady a special appearance on the Iccy Show. Give her a second to get on here. We're going to start this Iccy Show. She's tuning in from California to Boston 617. If you don't know who she is, I just shared a little bio of her. Go check her out. She is a Hollywood actress. What's going on, star? Did you get should be an invite to you. I'm going to send it again to you, okay, Queen? Here we go. Swing. Here we go.
Hi. I'm here.
Hi, Queen. How you doing? This is Star in California. Oh, you're sideways. You gotta turn it the other way.
I'm good.
That's good. That's good. You gotta turn your camera back the other way you had it. Nope.
Oh, okay.
Yes, there we go. Welcome, Star, again to the Iccy Show. How you doing, Queen?
Oh my goodness. How are you?
Good, good. A long time. It's been about a year since the last time you were on the Iccy Show.
I've been waiting for this day for the longest.
So what have you been doing? I see you got a beautiful backyard over there, sunny weather.
It is. I'm home. I'm home.
Yes, you look relaxed.
And I can't tell you. I needed to come home. I've been gone exactly 9 years. 9 years shy of 2 weeks when God took me out of California to heal.
Yes.
From my past, I mean my entire past, to find my passion and to be able to come home and just be home. I'm not going home till next year.
I'm glad you're there enjoying time. You know, life's not promised to you tomorrow, today. So I'm glad you're enjoying life. A lot of people don't enjoy it and they take life for granted, and then they realize life is gone, and it's like you have to enjoy it. God gave us, a life to live, and we have to enjoy it while we can and make peace on around the world. And yeah, I see you're glowing. You look like you're on vacation over there.
I have some exciting news. Something big is getting ready to happen. It's gonna change my whole life forever. Financially, spiritually, mentally. I'm working on the physical.
Okay. I think it looks fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
And I had a really great phone call this morning from the lady I'm collaborating with that's going to get my clothing line off the ground.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Salute, definitely. That's awesome news.
Yeah.
How does it feel
Yeah.
finally getting your clothing line? What is it going to be like, your clothing line?
I'm going to cater to plus size women, something elegant, and not all this tight mess around because not everybody has a PPP loan to go rearrange their body.
Right.
You know?
Definitely.
So I want to enhance the plus size women.
Okay.
With grace and elegance and affordable.
Okay. Definitely. That's what we need. Salute. So all you ladies that are tuning in, she's about to come out with her own clothing line, and it's for plus women. I love it. I'm a size 12, so I'll be looking forward to seeing what you got on your line. Definitely. Peace, Raymond. Peace, everything.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Come in. So how you been besides that? I mean, I've been seeing you in a lot of web series. I've been seeing you in a lot of movies. So How exciting is that? Sorry, my son just came home from school, so he was just coming into.
You know, it was so funny. I had made this movie. I was sitting at home and somebody said they needed some people. I had just came in from New Orleans, and this is back in 2018. And I had forgot I even did that movie because it wasn't, I just wanted to just jump in something, and I was able to jump in. And somebody was watching this movie and sent me the clip. I didn't even recognize myself. I had to look and see what the clothing was, and I know I had that shirt, so it was me, but I was in red hair. So
I know you went claws. You went claws.
oh, I'm in one of the greatest bloopers in the history of bloopers. In episode 9, in the 4th and final season, I am, when Quiet Ann is talking to Virginia, I'm sitting in front of the nail shop on my phone. And when they reverse the angles, I'm sitting in the juice bar. And then the camera pans around, and then I'm sitting over here and by my car, because my car got booked in the show too. So in that episode, I know that people are going like, are you kidding me?
Definitely, definitely. What is the best
Yeah.
experience you experienced on set out of all the films and movies you've been in?
You know, I have to reach back to NCIS New Orleans. I mean, when anybody got booked on that show, it was over the top fun. I mean, nobody was greater than anybody. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? And when we filmed on location, they had catering come to meet everybody's palate.
Okay, that's dope. That's great.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it was good. I had just, it came up on my memories of episode 5, season 6, and we were all in a shootout in that one, and in a warehouse, and everybody was running for cover, right? And then all of a sudden they arrest everybody, and so I'm put in the front, and they put these handcuffs on me, and I'm making all kind of movement. I'm making all kind of movement to let people know that that was me, you know, because I'm in handcuffs, and they're taking me away.
Hey, that's a good scene. It's always the exciting scenes that will stick out during a movie or web series, like the movie I'm in, Don Hazel the Gangster. I pop out of the trunk, and everybody always says that's their favorite part in the movie. So I understand, like, that's gonna be your, like, they're gonna memorize you. It's a good feeling, you did that work.
Yeah, yeah. So tomorrow I'm going pick out all my fabric for the plus size, and I'm gonna have one complete outfit that's gonna be made, and they can, you know, mix or match, buy the pants or and have their own top, but I am gonna make one complete outfit in different colors. Then that way they'll have their choice, their options.
I'm so proud of you. Definitely salute. A lot of
Yeah.
people don't think of the plus size woman. They think only, what's convenient at the time, what's out there. But you got to think of us, nobody does. So salute. We need love
Yeah.
too, right, Star? We need love too.
Right. That's right. No, seriously, as we get older, I mean, it's not that most of the time that we're not exercising or whatever. It's we've got to know our chemical makeup, you know, because there are people that, like my auntie, she's inherently skinny, even till the day she got her wings, you know. But, you know, we have different chemical makeups. And if you don't, I mean, it's real crucial when we get older to know our bodies and know what we can eat and what we can't eat, you know, and not say, oh, I know this is not good for me, I shouldn't eat it. Well, you know what? You shouldn't eat it. That's the
Right.
sacrifice. That is the test, you know, because I've been monitoring everything that I eat, and I know what I can eat and what I can't eat. And if I cheat, then I'll take a nice big bite and push it away. And that's my cheat.
Dang,
But
I wish I had the heart like you. I can't stop. Once I start, like, especially at late nights on set and stuff, you get the munchies or you're hungry because your balance is not, there. Like you're used to, I'm used to eating 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock is my dinner time in my house. I like to make sure of it. But
right,
there's a couple of nights that I work later that I can't get to that time. But I try to do it for the kids, so it balances out on them. And I understand what you're saying. You cheat, you take a bite, but I can't stop. Once I start, I can't stop putting it down. Like I gotta finish that. I got a sweet tooth, real big sweet tooth. So
oh, see, I don't eat sweets. I may eat something once, but I'm not a sweet eater. I'm just not a sweet eater.
I'm a cupcake, like cupcake cake. That's the type of what I am.
Right, right.
All right, Raymond, I'm waiting for you. I've been waiting for you for like a year now. He's in New York. We got Ohio in the building. We got Boston in the building. We got California. We have that's it, Ohio, Connecticut, New York.
Are they all watching?
Yeah. Oh, you love cupcakes? I love cupcakes too. Especially when I know how to eat it. How do you eat your cupcake? Do you just bite it like this, or you keep the whipped cream, the frosting on top when you eat it?
No, I peel off the paper if I was to, because I used to eat little stuff with my kids when they were little. We peel off that paper and then just take that bite.
Oh, okay. It's crazy because I was on set and they had someone on there and they showed us you're supposed to take the peel the paper, take the bottom, like in the middle where the cupcake is, and like break it and then put it on the top with the frosting, eat it like whoopie pie. That's how they taught us how to eat it. And ever since then, now I've been, cupcakes are another level in my eyes.
Another level. Don't be on another level with a cupcake.
Oh man. So are you any other movies coming up in the next year?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm proud to say I got a movie coming out with Jamie Foxx. It's called The Burial.
Uh-huh.
And that was so fun on set because production wanted to put me in the back because they were so discombobulated. I had on something 90s, everything. And I said, it's okay, because I'm thinking in my head, look, motherfucker, ain't nobody going to see nobody's shoes. Everybody's sitting in a pew. You know what I'm saying? So I did, hey. And the next thing I know, I said, these shoes are too small. So they handed me another one. She goes, I got it. She reached back and threw me a choir robe. So now that they had wanted to put me in the back, God put me all the way in the front, right next to Jamie Foxx. So we shot that scene. We shot that scene in 2 takes.
Wow.
2 takes.
That's awesome.
And then when we were wrapping up, I go, excuse me, Terrell, Texas is in the house. And he goes, I said, oh yeah, I live around the corner from where you grew up in that little yellow house. He started cracking up.
That's amazing.
So that was fun. And then he wrapped us. And so I'm pretty well known in production and on set down there. And so someone told a friend of mine, Star walked off a set and got on the people mover. And my friend goes, Star ain't fixed to walk off no set. Star did not walk off no set. So he called me after he got off work. And I said, no, we did that scene. We did that scene in 2 takes, and Jamie rapped us. You damn right I got on the People Mover. We were done for the day.
Yeah, that's awesome. 2 takes is amazing. I've been on
And
set.
then Disney's haunted remake of the Haunted Mansion is coming out in March. I'm in that. They feature me driving. They booked my car and featured. That's when they really upped my pay. And Disney called me themselves. And so I'm featured driving in the French Quarter in that scene. And then in another scene, they put me right behind Danny DeVito. Girl, they washed my car right there on set before we shot the scene. It was nice. And then National Treasure should be coming out soon. It's now a TV series. So I'm in a couple of episodes with that. So
awesome. I love how you're hitting the Disney and the children movies, because we need that. We need more people that can relate to now, not, you know, the older actors and actresses. You know, they can't relate to this generation, and you can start. So your voice can make this important visual, you know, for the people that are on there. So you've been in different categories. So I like how you hit the children, the Disney. That's important.
Oh, yeah, you know, and yes, this is my career. Yes, this is full time. No, I don't have no side gigs. Although I am tempted to go back while I'm home driving limousines, because that's a passion too. But that's not going to be my side gig because I need money. No, that's not it. It's just a passion, you know what I mean? And so my purpose is to explain to this generation, you know, I can bring the Bible to this day and age, you know what I mean, where they will have understanding and get a revelation, because this is, you know, we look at our parents, we look at our grandparents, and then you think back, God, they've seen a lot. Well, shit, look what we've seen in the last 2 years.
Right. I know.
You know, so and then in Hollywood, there are people that know of Jesus, but they don't know Jesus. Yes. See, my purpose supersedes Hollywood. You know what I mean? And I am excited that my purpose is going to help a multitude of people, not just some. That's why, you know, in our growing stages and understanding and growth, you have to get to a place where it doesn't matter what people say or think or whatever. You know, people are going to always have an opinion, and that's fine. But I learned, I'd say I'd learned about 7 years ago, I don't have an opinion. You know why I don't have an opinion? Because it's not going to get me in, it's not going to get me in trouble with God. You understand what I'm saying? Because see, God brought me from a place, even though I came from good family, financial background, all that, I took my own path. And God allowed me to take my own path, thinking I was a whole bag of chips. Baby, I wasn't shit. You understand me? Until I crashed and burned. And the only place I could look was up.
Right. And,
you know.
I want to give you salute to you too. October is the domestic violence. Anyone that has survived any domestic violence.
I didn't hear you.
October is domestic violence month. So anyone.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Violence. So I know during your career you must have bumped into some females or males that has been abused. And what was your outcome on helping them?
On domestic violence? Yes. I learned personally, I learned domestic violence when in my relationships that I should have never been in. You know, as women, we're nurturers, we're caretakers. And, oh, yeah, he got potential. Fuck all that. Fuck the potential part. You go grow up on your own. I'm done. I'm not helping nobody grow up. I'm not qualified. And after what I've learned through these years, I am an advocate for people that don't know how to be in a relationship to stay single. Enjoy your singleness, because it seems, now if you look and think back, everybody that comes out of a relationship ends up single, then they end up getting a degree and this and that and that. Why didn't you do that before you laid down and had all these kids? You understand what I'm saying? And I can speak on that because I got my education and everything, but my flesh, I have to say it like that, my flesh chose the wrong individual.
Right. But you can't hold that against you, because we learn from our mistakes.
I don't no longer. However, there's layers to forgiveness that I had to forgive myself for allowing what happened in my life, and coming out of it, through everything I'd been through. Because like I said, 8 years ago, Jackie, I could not walk. Literally, I could not walk. My kids carried me until they got me crutches, and I learned how to maneuver on them. And then my mentor, who God gave me, she had this service. Her ministry was once a month at the church, and it was called Fresh Fire. And this one prophet came in, and literally it was a divine visitation from God. I never picked up crutches again, period, after that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's on video. It's videoed. But what I'm saying to say is, we can, if this generation could just have a listening ear,
Yes.
the world can make a shift for the better.
Yes. I believe in that.
You understand? Because we got kids now going to prison for 20 and 30 years. They're not really handing out life to them, but they're sitting their ass down. They are sitting them down.
Yes.
And if you cannot send your children out the door with a chip on their shoulder.
Right. You can't.
And see, these parents think they're parents just because they had a baby. No, sweetheart, no. There's sacrifice in there. It ain't all about you no more. You've got a human being to raise. And you've got to raise the best possible person, productive, that's gonna step into their calling. See, that's what life is about.
Right.
If you don't nurture these children, that's where we get domestic violence, because they didn't watch their parents fight, because the parents are selfish.
Yes.
They don't want to look at themselves. That's, I think, the hardest thing to do today for a person is look at themselves. You understand me? See, there's takers, there's manipulators and all that, all in the narcissist realm. Look at yourself. See, God be trying to show people themselves. That's why when I learned that like 10, 15 years ago, I'm like, I ain't trying to look at you. You know what, God? Show me me.
Right.
Show me me. Show me
Right.
me.
Yeah.
I have to listen to what comes out of my mouth, because what comes out of my mouth comes out of my heart.
Right.
You can't have a pure heart and pure intentions if you don't acknowledge your issues.
Right. It's true. It definitely is. What
And
could you
it's
tell the
sad because without clear-cut structure for a child, and when people get over 18, I'm not cutting no slack just because you've had a bad childhood or whatever. You're now 18,
Right.
get some help.
Right.
Get some help. because the path of destruction is wide, baby. It's wide.
Yes, it's so true. And you know, I've noticed, and I don't know if you know the same thing, that it's not just females that get abused, it's males too that are getting abused also. And back in the day when I was growing up, they automatically blamed the male for domestic violence. And it's not always the, you know, females that are getting abused. There's males that are getting abused too. Do you ever see that?
Right. Domestic violence on any level is not okay.
Mhm.
It's not okay. On any level.
Right.
On any level. Or being controlled.
Mhm. Definitely.
My sister, my family, we're in the category of like free range moms. You shepherd your children, you train them up, you
Yes.
see where their talents and gifts are. You know what I'm saying? Yes, my children got into trouble, and but what child didn't at some point in time?
Right.
But if you have the ability, to correct them and show them, it's better to train a child up the right way and show them their mistakes than to heal a human being when they're an adult.
Right. I totally agree. I'm always honest with all my children, the same thing. And you have to. You can't hide anything because they're gonna find out when they're in the streets
Right,
or if they're at someone's house and they're gonna be like, why did my parents tell me this way? And we have to
right.
learn from our mistakes. So we're our teachers and our learners. So we can pass it to a jewel to somebody else.
And I'm glad you brought that up because I am in the spotlight. Um, so are my flaws. So is my past. So that's why I wrote my book based upon my past. I don't have nothing to hide because, baby, when God pardoned me and they did a federal background check on me to sit on the board for the city of Dallas, the Homeless Commission, I was part of a $20 million vote to get permanent housing. We would go down in encampments and get them on the list to start them in the process and stuff. But my past is who I am today because of the wrong path I took to be on the right path today to help another individual. You understand? So people can try to shade me all they want to, but honey, I feel sorry for you because see, you can't shade God's people that has a calling on their life, and you fixing to reap something you should have never opened your mouth about. And that's with anybody that's doing the right thing, you
Okay.
know.
Right. You're totally right. I understand what you're saying, and I'm glad that you got to talk about a little bit of your past. And what is the best advice you can tell somebody if they're in an abusive relationship right now and they need help?
If you're don't be scared to be alone. Don't be scared to be alone because the bottom line is you better worry about the person you really need, and that's God, who blows breath in your body every day. You think you can't live with this idiot over here? Try living without God.
Right.
Try living without God. Because last I heard, like my sister told me, she said, last I heard, they don't have bunk beds and caskets, and nobody has a U-Haul behind a hearse.
Right. It's true. So true.
You know, um, people misconstrued me in some instances. I wouldn't have anything if I didn't have a relationship with God. And furthermore, I am nothing without God.
Right. I love it.
But
So
here's the difference. I'm building a legacy. So people that always got a judgment call and this and that, It's because they don't understand. They can have the very same thing, doing it the right way. But see, that's how I was taught by my parents. I'm from a two-parent family. So I was taught I don't have to, I never knew what being jealous was, you know, until this last relationship. And that was because when I look back in my healing process, that individual was not only mental, they were insecure, so they projected their insecurities, a transference of that spirit to me, because all I know is to do right. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did bad, but that played out years ago. But then this person was sent to destroy my life. See, people, God sends people, the enemy sends people. Yep. This individual, and clearly, and I'm going to say this on live, I was so frustrated. Maybe this was about 10, 11 years back. I said, aren't you tired of wandering the earth? And that devil clearly said, nope. I knew then it was time to make an exit out of that relationship.
That's good. I'm glad you got out, because you might not be here today if you never got out.
That's the absolute truth. That's the absolute truth. And when you're going through the healing process, I don't care how bad hurt you were, betrayed, because I was betrayed in the most heinous way. It was purposely done. You understand what I'm saying? To the point where you think you're helping someone, but this person goes somewhat, purposely gets in a relationship. I have to share this so people can relate and know that they can come out of this. To sleep with somebody that is also married in their bed that they slept with their husband in. I don't want to be nowhere around when that lightning bolt hits. But you can best believe, yes, and I'm telling everybody, yes, it stung. Yes, it hurt, because you think, oh, when you're married, both people take the vows seriously. No. I learned that too. But here's what I'm saying to say is, it's layers to forgiveness. So every time that would come up, I would be like, oh God, I still have anger. And then I would go before God and cry it out to get to the other side, where God is pulling that crap up out of me to be healed. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, each person deals with trauma differently. And you've got to be very cognizant of helping people work through their trauma, provided they want to be helped. Because I've encountered many people that don't want to be healed. They're perfectly fine how they are, they think. But the thing is with that is they don't want to take no accountability for their behavior. They don't want to take responsibility for their actions. And you know what? The cold part about all of that is their end isn't going to end well. It's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. So in all this, and that's why today in my life, in whatever I do, if at the end of the day, I kind of play back my day, and if I harmed or hurt or may have said something, I can repent and clear the atmosphere and ask for forgiveness. And if the opportunity comes before me again to ask for forgiveness from that person, then I will. But today I'm quicker to do that. I'm slow to speak. quick to listen and quicker to repent.
I understand,
You
definitely.
know,
But
so
God is definitely good, you know, letting you have a second chance, let me have a second chance. It's really good to know that God cares about us, to giving us that second chance. Because, like, I wouldn't be here, you wouldn't be here. And where can they find that book of yours, so they can catch up on everything you were talking about?
I didn't hear you.
Where can they go find your book and purchase your book so they can catch up on
It's on
everything?
Amazon Kindle. It's not a full-fledged book yet. My sister is helping me put more chapters to it, so it's a tangible book. Um, and that's part of my legacy, to leave my children something that they can read about their mother. And all the movies and stuff that I've done, that's my legacy too. But it's called Never Let Your Past Define You,
Nice.
because if you listen to that committee in your head, or people, the naysayers, see, people are sent to test you. People are sent to pull you down. You understand? And when you understand that, you can say, oh, that's a distraction. Bye. Bye,
Yeah.
Felicia.
That was fine, Felicia.
Yeah,
Definitely.
bye, Felicia. No, because, you know, you got to understand, when you're over the age of 50, you're closer to heaven than you are the hell you took your ass through in the first half of your life.
Facts.
So I want to make sure, see, when I pass the love test, the only time when God promotes you after you pass the love test, to love the unlovable,
Yes.
um, you can always have a kind word, because a soft answer turns away wrath. You know, I might have a gun to my head and I'm going to say something kind to this motherfucker's about to blow my head, and it might change his whole thinking. I just use that for an example. But when you pass the love test, the love walk, and you're following your purpose, and you're following your dreams and your passion and your heart's desire, doors magically fly open. I mean, I'm telling you, I could not see having this much time to come home, because I just got back from Florida filming.
Yes, I remember
So
you.
yeah, so I'm extremely excited. I'm getting ready to accomplish a whole lot while being here.
That's good. That's good. Definitely. Keep
Yeah.
me updated on all your adventures that you have coming up. When you need an interview, I got you. Definitely. Let them know where they can find you. Let them know where they can book you. All your information.
Y'all can find me on Facebook. I am the only one. There's plenty of Star Bentleys, but I'm the only Star Bentley Conrad. You
Woo!
can find me on Instagram. There are many that tried to perpetrate a fraud and make a fake page, but I got so many people that love me that says somebody created a fake page, and I'll take care of that. And that's Star Bentley 55 at Instagram. And on Twitter, it is the real Star Bentley Conrad 77.
Awesome, awesome. Make sure you get in touch with her. Make sure you book her if you have a movie coming out. Her rates are reasonable. And go check her out on all the different web series and movies that she's been in. I appreciate you
Oh
so
yeah,
much.
and you guys are welcome to go. You can Google me. You can Google me. You can Google Wendy Conrad. There's plenty of Wendy Conrads, but when you go up, you'll be able to see my picture, and then you can see the body of work that I've done. But
Okay.
I want to let everybody know, if nobody has told you today they love you, I love you. I really love you. And I know somebody out there needs to hear that they're loved. And I love you. And if you ever need to reach out to me, I have no problem um, reaching back.
That's awesome, Star. I appreciate you coming on the Iccy Show again. And is there any shout outs that you would like to give to anybody or anything else you want to bring up?
You know, I just want to shout out to the people that really love and support me. And there's so many, and there's so many on Facebook, the women, my very first Facebook friends. I love you guys. I've mentored several of them, and now they're soaring with the eagles and have their own business. But let me just say this. I don't take no credit. God just happened to use me for your life. So I love you guys. I truly love my Facebook family.
We love you too, Star, definitely. And I appreciate Shauna Gibson putting us together a few years ago. That's how I met you, Star. And we've been having a wonderful friendship throughout these couple of years. And I appreciate you, and I love you too. And I appreciate you with your.
And when are you coming? When are you coming to visit me?
Well, I just talked to the director of the movie, and he actually he wants me in a different movie, so I'm actually gonna find out the time. But I lost my brother a month ago, so
Oh, my condolences.
yeah, thank you. So I was really down for the last month and trying to pick up back up. So it's been a little shaky a little bit, but
Well, you know what? You have vacation. You can take a vacation. And
yeah,
trust me, I'll pick you up from the airport.
Oh, I need a vacation, Star. So even if it's 3 days, 2 days, I just need to get away. I've been too stressed out, so I might need to just come out there and forget about the movie right now and just take that up. So I'll be in touch with you, Star. And I did see you calling, but I was setting up. I didn't want
No,
to.
I was just, you know me. I got nervous. Like, how do I click in and click? I was like,
You're a movie
oh my
star.
God.
You know you're the pro, Queen. You know you're the pro. You deserve your flowers. You definitely deserve your flowers. And I hope you get an award in this industry. You well deserve it, Star. This is Star. Check her out.
I give you your flowers.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Look at that. I feel like I'm in Hawaii over there.
It's a hibiscus.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Queen. I love that. Definitely. Much love and respect. If I come to Cali, I want to meet Snoop Dogg too. That's who I would like to smoke a blunt
Well,
with.
you know what? That'd be no problem. I used to back in my past. I used to run amok in Long Beach. Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Salute, Queen. You get your stripes from me, so definitely we'll have to make that happen. I appreciate you always opening your doors to me and reaching out and being a good friend, and I love that. I appreciate you, Queen. Much love, respect. This is Star.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes.
Can somebody see the show after it's been recorded?
Yes, I'm gonna tag your page with it as soon as we end it, and everybody, and I'll keep tagging you in your in it, in you in it, and then you can tag your page onto it. I got you.
I love you, Jackie.
I love you, Queen. Much love and respect. This is Star. Go check her out. This is interview 517 interviews I've done in 4 years. We are international, baby. Salute to everyone. Get your tickets for October 30th. It's going down. I'm hosting it with Felix from Zoo Nation. It's going to be in Manchester, New Hampshire, 603 Bar and Grill. Get your tickets ahead of time. Save $5. Otherwise, at the door, it'll be $15. Wear your costume. DJ Cruz is spinning the ones and the twos. Shout out to M Styles putting it together. Let's go. 2022 is almost over. Go in with 2023 with the mind, with peace, love, and respect to everyone. I appreciate you, Star. Have a great night.
Love you. Love you guys.
Love you, Queen.